the SilverHawk, Terrific Tim, and Jimmy Voight. And their opponents this evening, the 6-man tag team combination of Dr. Dread, Ricky Vaughn, and Outlaw Deon Dallas. All right. One fall, 10-minute time limit. And once again at ringside, this is Grizzly Stevens. I'm joined at this time by the Hitman, Scott Hernandez.
Glad to be here, Grizz.
Glad to see you.
Just like to tell you, so you don't forget that the pleasure is all yours that I'm sitting next to you this week.
That's just fine, Hitman. I realize that you have your way of doing things and I have my way of doing things. And perhaps someday we'll meet in the middle. Like the graphic says, a 6-man tag team. We have a 10-minute time limit on this match. In the corner of the team of Dr. Dread, Ricky Vaughn, and Deon Dallas, we have none other than Crusher Crossan and Cowboy Steve. And over in the corner of the other team, it's hard to see over on that side of the ring. Oh, okay, I recognize one of them. It's like Tom Tyler is one of them.
Little Ricky Vaughn in there.
Ricky Vaughn is starting off with Jimmy Voight. Lock up, going the ropes. Will we see a clean break? No, of course not. Jimmy Voight has never been known to break clean. Vicious forearms to the back, but each one perfectly legal. Beautiful body slam. Ricky Vaughn is...
So that's what I like to see, Grizzlies. A man who doesn't give in. He goes right after him. He takes him back to the corner. And we've got your corner.
Got to tag off to the SilverHawk, who has Ricky Vaughn in a full Nelson. It's a punishing hold.
I don't think he's going to break. Oh.
Ricky Vaughn has got a little bit of tenacity in him. For a smaller guy, he has definitely got some maneuvers. And now we have the two masked men in the ring, Dr. Dread versus SilverHawk. Dr. Dread is probably one of the most dangerous individuals in the National Wrestling Federation. Pound for pound, he's probably the most vicious. I've had tag team matches with him, and I've had wrestling matches against him. And Dr. Dread is probably the most vicious man in wrestling.
Yeah, but you don't see me getting matches with those chumps, do you, Grizzly? I want to know what's going on. You never see me wrestling guys like this. Why do they avoid me?
Well, I'll tell you what, Hitman. I don't think it's a matter of them avoiding you. I think it's definitely a matter of your contracts not being signed to wrestle these people. Dr. Dread just stuck his thumbs right in the eyes of the SilverHawk.
Now that is definitely a cheap shot.
Oh, definitely.
I want to know what the referee's doing.
Well, the referee allows a count of 5 for any maneuvers like that, and according to Dr. Dread, 2 thumbs to the eyes only take a matter of a half a second. So he's got 4.5 seconds to do whatever he wants. And Dr. Dread is now trying to make a snack out of the SilverHawk's face. I think honestly what he's trying to do is he's trying to start a little hole in the side of the SilverHawk's mask so he can unmask him. I'm really not sure what Dr. Dread's motives are. In fact,
I wouldn't want to see what's under that mask, Grizzly. Could be pretty ugly.
Well, I'll tell you something else. I don't think Dr. Dread knows what Dr. Dread's motives are, to be honest with you. And we're having a little triple teaming here in the corner. And now
where's the referee
at
now?
Dallas. The referee is pushing back Jimmy Voight and Terrific Tim. And every time something like that happens, it gives the other team pretty much carte blanche to do exactly what they want. And now the SilverHawk has taken it to Outlaw Deon Dallas.
Oh, skull crack. Now that's what I like to see right there. Now stay on him.
There's definitely some tenacity between these two.
He's got to get him over to his corner. It doesn't do him a bit of good to not get in your corner. That's why you have partners over there to help you out when you're in a jam.
I will agree with that. But we have Don LeBeau getting physically involved with the wrestlers once again. Excuse me. And Deon Dallas, Irish whip SilverHawk across. Fist right to the midsection. And Deon Dallas is getting right in the face of Jimmy Voight and Terrific Tim. He gets a 1 count. Deon Dallas won a match a couple of weeks ago against somebody with a clothesline in under 15 seconds. And Deon Dallas, I think, is probably depending too much on the clothesline as a finishing hold. We have Dr. Dread pacing in front of us here at ringside.
Now they got a break. He's got a clean break. He ain't breaking. What's this referee doing? I'm telling you, something's got to be done about this LeBeau. It wasn't bad enough that I had to beat him up. He's interfered in too many matches. There he is again.
From what I understand, the wrestling promotion has also fined you very heavily for your attacks on the referees.
What's money to me? Sir Roy, my manager, and me, the hitman, we can handle any amount of money. The lifestyle that we live, 10 grand is nothing to us.
Speaking of Sir Roy Winston, where is your manager this evening?
Sir Roy's is down in Vegas tonight. He hopped on our jet and took off down to Vegas to do a little bit of gambling this week.
Is he parlaying some of your match winnings into a bigger fortune, or is he losing them for you?
I don't rely on the money that I make wrestling. That's my play money. That's my money. We have our own money. I have my own money. Roy has his own money.
Well, be that as it may, inside the ring right now we have Dr. Dread just taking it to Terrific Tim. And I will agree with you when it comes to the fact that Dr. Dread is probably the dirtiest wrestler in the NWF. But Dr. Dread is a double hamstring popper. You're going to feel that in the morning, I'll guarantee you that. I must remind everybody, don't try any of these maneuvers at home. These men are trained, and if you don't have the physical conditioning that some of these wrestlers have, every single one of these maneuvers could cause permanent injury.
Now that was a good move there. It was right across the neck. He camouflaged it good. The referee didn't see it. There we got a choke right there.
No, you'll notice the referee Don LeBeau. You'll notice the referee Don LeBeau stuck his hand up underneath the chin to see that it was not a chokehold.
Yeah, he was poking him in the neck. That's LeBeau. He gets any cheap shot he can get.
Hitman, I'm not sure about you, son. You've got this thing that everybody's against you. And believe it or not, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. And now we have Terrific Tim has turned the tables on Ricky Vaughn. Ricky Vaughn trying to get out of the ring.
Oh, that should.
He's trying to cause the break of the hold by getting into the ropes. Now, the referee Don LeBeau has definitely got his hands full. I've mentioned before when I was speaking with Steve Dinsmore out here that I'm an advocate of 2 referees for a tag team match or a match where management and interferences have been involved. And I believe the SilverHawk just put his knee right into the small of Ricky Vaughn's back.
Now, did you see Ricky Vaughn trip there? Now, he shouldn't even be in the ring if he can't walk. He can't even walk on 2 feet. He just tripped and fell down, and then they try to blame them other guys for tripping him. Well, I don't like it.
Well, Hitman, it's very difficult to walk when you've just had a knee thumped into your back. Ricky Vaughn has just taken a vicious clothesline and landed on the back of his head. I think he's out. Dr. Dread comes in there to break up the pin, and Ricky Vaughn gets a head scissors. Ricky Vaughn puts a head scissors on him, and Dr. Dread's dragging him back to the corner to tag in Deon Dallas.
Now what's going on?
Once again, Hitman, Dr. Dread has made very good use of the 5 count. Now, I personally don't believe in doing the easy way out on a lot of these things. And Jimmy Voight is just
Jimmy Voight's doing a good thing. He's dragging him over to his corner before they.
And there it was, the DDT. Deon Dallas, I believe, is out. And now we've got a melee going here. I don't think there's any way.
I want to know why he isn't covering him.
5 minutes gone in the match.
I want to know why he didn't pin that man.
I really don't know. I think Jimmy Voight is trying to prove to all that even though he doesn't hold a title, he is deserving of a title shot. Now, he's trying to suplex Deon Dallas, and Deon Dallas reverses it for a body slam. But I think he's getting him up a little higher. Power body slam. I haven't seen too many variations on a power slam that look like that, and that looked devastating. You have to give credit where credit is due. Deon Dallas is not one of the larger members of the National Wrestling Federation, but he has such intensity and such tenacity.
Now, he is obviously choking him, and the referee doesn't do anything. He runs around and...
Hitman, as much as it pains me, I do have to agree with you.
And there's a beautiful body slam by Dr. Dread.
Dr. Dread, when he wants to, can use wrestling maneuvers to the best of anyone's ability, including his own. He's setting him up for a suplex. Ooh, I think he was going to try for a slingshot suplex, but he decided against it. And the strength that it took to hold a man up in midair while you're deciding whether or not to drop him against the rope or bring him over and just suplex him straight out, that takes strength. And it's really hard to tell with Dr. Dredd because he always wears that hospital blue
there it is.
shirt.
Now that's a good move. You've seen me use that move. Why is he using it? Why is he using my moves? That's what I want to know. I'm going to start charging these boys, or I'm going to take it out in their hide for using my moves. I'm sick and tired of this.
Well, let me tell you something, Hitman. As far as wrestling maneuvers are concerned, I don't think you can actually patent anything. If someone can see how you do a maneuver and they can copy it, I don't think you can patent motion.
Grizzly, you were looking at the first stable in the NWF to ever be made. These men have luscious lyrics.
A sleeper. Now that is a chokehold. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on.
Right now, the referee's checking his hand.
There should only be 1 minute in the ring.
Ring the bell. The referee's calling for the bell, and we have a melee going here. Ricky Vaughn is taking it to Jimmy Voight.
Now, why is there all these men in the ring? I want to know what's going on.
I think what we've just witnessed here is a complete victory on the part of Dr. Dredd, Deon Dallas,
I want to know
and
what's
Ricky
going
Vaughn.
on. Where's the referee?
Referee's decision. Your winners are Dr. Dredd, Ricky Vaughn, and Outlaw Deon Dallas. And it doesn't look over yet, folks. It doesn't look over yet. Dr. Dredd is going out to exact a little bit more punishment on the back of Terrific Tim. SilverHawk just took a shot to the chest and to the throat by Ricky Vaughn. And I think what we've just witnessed is a good old-fashioned house cleaning.
What we witnessed was a robbery by the referee.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winners were Dr. Dredd, Ricky Vaughn, and Outlaw Deon Dallas.
Somebody goes. Cover. Whoa, what a clothesline.
Bob took his head off. Quite a snowstorm just
I
came
believe the
through.
audio's coming through okay, sir.
Another suplex. Look at him.
Good tag team wrestling.
Yes.
Kept the man in his corner. Beautiful fireman's carry. Not too sure he... What a
Clothesline.
pressure is just
Forearm
continually...
smashes, really. They're not, you know.
Once again, the referee's decision. Once again, the referee's...
Now, Lushy Slayer's got an arm bar on him now. And
Pulling the hair. I seen it way up. Oh! Listen to the fans, Hitman. Look. Now, I know we're running short on time. I don't know how much exactly we got
now
left.
this is what I like to see.
Is really, who's coming in the ring? Tom Tyler. Just hit Grizzly Stevens with the chair.